Hello everyone and welcome to the 3.2.1 public test server, and we are taking a look at the changes to the Seer Sage in 3.2.1. Now we're here on Zeost, whatever the hell you want to call it. So there's a little quick look. Those statues are pretty cool actually. Pretty snowy, pretty nice. I don't know what happened to that guy. He's not a very good driver. Well, you know, these other two guys managed to park quite well, but that guy, no, not so much. So let's go and take a look at the changes. Complete and utterly redesigned the concept of the Seer Sage. So the biggest change is come to Noble Sacrifice, which restores 15 force. Now the tooltip here doesn't have the damage or the heal. However, I would suggest that, as this is the public test server, that the damage or heal, I would take the heal with a pinch of salt, because this is what it does. Very, very little healing, and this is fully upgraded. Bear in mind that when you zone in and find that bar, that you will have to upgrade it, so we've got nothing available to upgrade here. So that's the thing, because it does like 20 healing or something like that you'll see. It does very little healing. Haven't tested it out for damage yet, but look how little healing it's doing to Treek. Now we can sit and spam this. I did say in the previous video that we did on this that it will act similarly to what's it called again? Diagnostic scan for the smuggler. So it's going to act similar to that. So that's what it is. Basically all of our force costs have been increased. If we get ourselves into a situation where we've got low force, we'll just use benevolences and push ourselves into a situation where we've got low force. Just push the force down. We're going to get down to low force here. And you can see we get low force. We can use our Noble Sacrifice to regen our force. It takes a while. It's going to take a while. One of the other things we have noticed, you can see how long it's going to take. Originally this had a 3-minute cooldown. I'm glad that they've done that, but look how little healing we're doing. I mean, obviously we're going to pad this out when we get into a raid environment. I don't know if it'll be affected by potency. Maybe that could make it crit, would be nice. One of the things I have noticed is that we're still getting we'll put our, there it is, our Resplendence, which increases the effectiveness of our next Noble Sacrifice, which it doesn't do anything. Look, doesn't consume anything. It's not consuming our Resplendence thing with Noble Sacrifice. Maybe tuning it to that, maybe increasing its healing, maybe. But I'm guessing that its healing must be getting tuned right now, because the tooltip doesn't have a. It still lights up when you have a Resplendence, but it doesn't do anything. Doesn't consume the charge. So I guess Resplendence will only be used for salvation these days. I'm guessing that, because it should be interesting to note that this will work on all specs, that the ability has been completely redesigned. So if you were, for example, balance spec, it could actually make a difference to our force regen, because you had to use Noble Sacrifice in that anyway, because you ran into force issues. But yeah, that is the big change. Noble Sacrifice is going to heal you for very, very little right now. I wonder what it does. I wonder if we can kill. There is a trash mob over here that we're going to go fight. I wonder if we can kill him with Noble Sacrifice. There's a possessed. They're invisible. They're shooting at the speeder there, but they seem to be invisible. This is the PTS. Oh, there they are. Let's see if we can kill someone with Noble Sacrifice. Thankfully it does a hell of a lot. No, that's just Treek doing damage. Jeez, it doesn't do any damage. Get him, Treek. You can see it does very little in the way of damage. 232. What level are we? Just for comparison's sake, you can see 2.7k on a project. So just for comparison to project, we could compare it to disturbance as well, I guess. But oh, that is going to be fun. So basically what we're going to do when we're healing is, if no one needs healing, if everyone's good, we will be spamming Noble Sacrifice on our probably not our tank. We'll probably be spamming it on an enemy. Probably just might as well use it on an enemy in order to just keep our force up. So if our force goes down, we're just going to be constantly spamming it. I can imagine that'll be the style, because the force costs of all of these have gone up. 40 force. What is this? This is 40. I don't know if these are the right values. They don't look right. Yeah, they've gone up to like 65 or something like that. So I don't know if these are actually the right values currently. Yeah, they're still the rolled values actually. So I guess because they seem to have gone up to like 65 force. Because we're really struggling to get our force down right now. So again, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Interestingly enough, we've still got our Kalumi gear on. I thought, why not? I'll throw on the Kalumi chest piece, just because, you know, old school, bit of old school. And we've got our costume designer here. Might as well throw on the old wedding dress, as it was known back then. If you played a Sage during Vanilla SWTOR, then you're gonna notice that. Then there you go for you. But then again, that's just a little quick look. Our noble sacrifice spamming. I guess this will be tuned. I mean, I'm not taking the actual data with, you know, too much. It is early days, considering 3.2 isn't even out yet on the live servers, and 3.2.1 we're testing right now. So I imagine this will be subject to change. So I'm gonna do this. We'll jump into a flashpoint and we'll have a go with this healing style. What we'll do is try and deliberately get my foot into situations where we need to use noble sacrifice. That's going to be our goal. So I don't know how. I mean, it's pretty quiet, this PTS right now, because it is based in the US at the moment. So the PTS is, so probably have to wait till later on. But we'll do a gameplay, we'll do a flashpoint, we'll do an HM flashpoint with our Seer Sage. Anyway, that is all for this little quick video. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.